In this video, we're going to do some equation of a line practice. So our first question says, graph the following lines and determine their point of intersection. So our first line is y equals -1/4 x plus 6. So when I'm graphing, I like to start with the y-intercept, which is the number that does not have the x next to it, which is the 6. So that's my y-intercept. On my graph, the y-axis is the vertical one, and we want to find the point at 6 and mark it on our graph. All right, the second thing we want to look at is our slope. The slope is the number in front of the x, which in this case is -1/4. Because there's a negative in front, I like to put that either with the numerator or the denominator when we go to graph, and I prefer to put it with the numerator. So I'm going to say this is -1/4. Slope is delta y over delta x. So the delta y is our up and down part. Because this is negative, it means we're going down, and then my x is positive, so we are moving forward and to the right. So from my original y-intercept that we've marked, we are going to go 1 square down and then 4 squares over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to make a point. Then I'm going to do it again. We're going to go 1 square down and then 4 squares over. And we continue that until we run out of grid to graph on. And then I want to go fill in the backwards part, so you can either reverse the pattern or turn that page upside down and continue going down 1 and over 4. And you want to do that until you hit the end of the other side of the grid. Once we have all of our points, I'm going to take my ruler. We're going to draw a line to connect them all. I want to make sure it goes from one side of the grid to the other, and it has arrows on the ends. Because there are 2 lines, I'm going to mark that this is line 1 by putting a 1 next to the line so that I can tell which one is which. Okay, line 2 is a little different. It just says x equals 8. So this is not the same format as y equals mx plus b. So if x is 8, I don't know what the y-intercept is, and I don't know what the slope is. This is actually a horizontal or vertical line, one of those two. Because it's at x equals 8, I'm going to go look on the x-axis at 8. And what this means when it says x equals 8 is that every point on this line has an x value of 8. So I'd have a point at 8 and 0, 8 and 1, 8 and 2, 8 and 3, 8 and 4, and so on. So this is actually a vertical line, and I'm going to just fill in all my points going up and going down. Then we are going to connect those with a ruler. So I could tell that it was going to be vertical, well, horizontal or vertical, because it didn't have the proper format. If it's y equals and a number, it's a horizontal line. And when it's x equals a number, it is a vertical line. All right, it did ask us for the point of intersection, so I am going to need to figure that out and then state that. I do see that the 2 lines intersect at 8 and 4. So this coordinate here is 8 and 4. So I'm going to say the point of intersection, or POI for short, is 8, 4. And then we put them in brackets because that's the proper notation for a coordinate. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here, and I will see you in the next part to talk about some parallel and perpendicular lines.